Alright, welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to play with a steam engine. We've got a Mamod engine here. It's a 2-cylinder. So there's your 2 cylinders at the back, like so. So they operate in alternate cycles. When the one's going forward, the other one's going backwards. Got a little generator and a light bulb here. So what we need to do, take the funnel and install some water. Also need to lubricate it. I have not run this in a very long time, so what I'm actually going to do is put a tiny little bit of oil on that screw as well. I had to do it on the relief valve. Despite me having used demineralized water previously, it still corrodes. So in the funnel there's our sight glass over there. And let's add some water, which I can hopefully see. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, I'm going to have to descale this boiler. With some acetic acid. Because I can't actually see through the sight glass. It's amazing how these things get out of shape. Anyhow, let's keep going. I can see the scale in the bottom of the sight glass starting to get a little bit wet there. Now you can just see it over there, so something is starting to happen. Look. Okay, it looks like it's coming up. So this is a basic steam machine. You've got a basic boiler. It's just a shell type boiler. It does not have tubes in it. Put that aside. And it does not have an economizer which preheats the feed water. Nor does it have a superheater for adding energy to the steam once it's come out of this pipe over here going to the engine. So what we're going to do, add some fuel to it, the good stuff. Get it out of the packaging. It looks like so they're wax tablets. I've put 3 of them in here. Like so. That'll do for today. There's room for 4, but 3 will do. Okay, now the next thing we need to do is take a Q-tip and oil the machine. all the moving parts. Take this Q-tip, apply some oil to it, and we're going to dab it onto the moving parts, like so. There's no need to get it everywhere. It just makes a mess. I'm going to be running this engine briefly. And then cleaning it and storing it. But yeah, normal part of steam engine startup is that you have to lubricate them, and it's quite a job, especially with reciprocating engines. It was a fair amount of work to put a locomotive into steam. Had to get all that done. So I think we're good there. The parts are lubricated. And put the oil aside. Now, this is not a lesson in steam, a lesson in thermodynamics. It is not a lesson in how to operate one of these correctly and what you should do and what you shouldn't do. This is just a fun video. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of starter fluid to this, like so. This is just some hand sanitizer gel. Sorry about that. Alcohol gel. Then taking our matches, with some of our people on the front, line matches, safety matches, and I set fire to that. And raise some steam. So here we go. It's there we go. Right, there we go. It's a light, and we put it in there. Yep, I got heat. Now, there's definitely going to be some people watching this video who don't own one of these, and are probably never going to own one. They're not in a position to own one, so the closest they'll ever come to seeing one run is watching one of these videos. So if you do comment on what I'm doing here and what's going on, be kind. Just remember that I'm doing it for those people who don't own one of these and want to see one run. It's a fun video. Okay. No, it's crackling away quite nicely. There's a microphone right here, so you guys can hear quite nicely what's going on here. I have mic'd this up properly, because the whole idea of this video is to also have a nice soundtrack with it. Give you a nice representation of what it sounds like with this running. So that alcohol is crackling away very nicely there. So this is a single expansion engine. In other words, there's only one cylinder. You get double and triple expansion engines where the steam, once it's expanded in this cylinder and pushed on that piston, goes to another cylinder, expands further as it pushes on it, and then gets exhausted into another cylinder, a bigger diameter, and expands at a lower pressure and pushes on that piston. So that extracts more energy from the steam, which is what you're trying to achieve. You're converting thermal energy into mechanical energy, either with a reciprocating engine or a turbine. Turbines as well, they allow the steam to expand in multiple stages, and that's how they turn the alternator normally. And I'll show you what the flames look like. That's what it looks like. That's it burning away. Turn the lights out. I'm going to see the fire. There you go. Gorgeous. So the steam engine is one of the earliest forms of machinery that was used to convert thermal energy into electrical energy or mechanical energy. I mean, they drove alternators, they powered ships, they powered locomotives, and they did all sorts of useful stuff. So at this stage we're still waiting for the steam to come up. Takes a while. This has for many years been a favorite childhood toy. These steam engines, they came in various flavors, shapes and sizes. This is a stationary engine, but one could get them as a tractor, or as we all know them, steam engines are available as locomotives, and they're a very popular hobby. So what do we got going on here? It is still heating away. We're definitely not got any pressure yet. What we will start to see is bubbling around these areas over here. When the pressure comes up, one will also notice this tube heating up. As the air comes out and steam condenses on the cold parts, it will become warm. Because that's the other thing that steam is used for, is process heating. It is a good way to get things hot. Now in a power station where it drives a turbine, these boilers are quite complicated, because you've actually got fire tubes that go through the shell to get the most contact area or the fire. They're of course vertical, and then once you've boiled the water, it goes to the superheater, which adds further energy to the steam, and then the last bit of energy that's in the flue gases is used to heat the feed water, which is used to add water to this boiler. Because you're making steam, you're boiling off water, so you got to pump water into the boiler the whole time. And you improve efficiency by not pumping cold water into a boiler. It's called an economizer. So basically what comes out of the chimney of a power station is cold. It's just ash, which they get rid of with filters and stuff. So it's basically just your byproducts from combustion. As far as possible, they do try and minimize that and keep it to just CO2. The sulfur emissions, which are a byproduct of coal, unfortunately, are removed by passing the exhaust gases through a lime scrubber. So basically what you should be left with is just CO2 coming out of here. You shouldn't see anything else. it's quite expensive to do the exhaust gas after treatment on a power station boiler. Right, we've got heat here in these pipes, so we've got steam. And a little bit of water coming out the exhausts there. And that is water that condensed in this area from the steam. So I'm going to have this lady up and running shortly. You can see the steam starting to come out. There we go, we're not far away. Now what one does afterwards is I have a spray bottle with a 50-50 mixture of isopropanol, alcohol and water in it, and I just spray the engine down and wipe it down with tissue cloth, some Kleenex as it's known. And there we go. I'm going to keep quiet so that you guys can enjoy the sound of this engine running. Okay, what I'm going to do is let it build up a bit of steam, some pressure, so that we can get the light bulb to light up. So I've stopped it, and in a moment we'll spin it up again, and we should get the light bulb running. Not quite yet. Let's close the steam valve, and we'll sorry about that, I bumped the mic. I'll let the pressure come up a bit. Unfortunately there isn't a whistle on this, so I can't sound the whistle. It's something that's not here, and is a very authentic part of steam. Okay, the relief valve's opening, so let's crack this valve. There we go. It's alive. And there we go. Let me wipe the lens down. We got oil and water over everything. We have made a glorious mess. But that, as I said, what the mixture of oil and alcohol in the spray bottle is all about. Should probably not be doing this with a scope in the background, but it was mainly going that way, making the mess in that direction. I hope it sounded alright. I've got the pop guard in front of the microphone over here. There's the microphone over there, not far away. And of course I made a noise by disturbing it. So now I'm going to clean this up and put it up, and see about getting that boiler cleaned up. Can actually see some bubbling still going on in the boiler there. Yeah, there's something about a steam engine. It's a mystical, magical thing, a romantic thing. They're living beings. So I hope that you've enjoyed this whole process of putting one into steam and running it, the shutdown. I'm not going to bore you with the cleanup. And thanks for being here. Have an awesome day further, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll see you here for more technical stuff next time. Take care. Cheers.